Huge sigh of relief then, I suppose, because Southgate knew the criticism would be mounting on him, would continue after that defeat against Brazil, but they come back to get a 2-2 draw against Belgium. Keep an eye on this one as well for us was Julien Laurent, but overall...
Keeping an eye on... Come on, let's just be honest.
What would you like to be honest about?
The TVs at this place are driving me nuts. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, right? We saw the first half, and then we couldn't watch most of the second half. So we switched back to Brazil, Spain, and then we caught the end of it. But by that point, you and I had gone to make up, missed the Bellingham goal, and I freaking give up with his goal. But, you know...
overall, it was better from England, wasn't it? I thought, first half that we saw.
Well, Belgium are a weaker side.
Yes, than Brazil, if we're comparing the two.
There's definitely a weaker side. And again, it was those areas at the back that Southgate has the big headache around because... You know, we were talking about this, you know, Harry Maguire. What's the answer if it's not Harry Maguire?
Yep.
Who is either in the United side or he's out the United side. Where do they go? You know, is it... You know, the guy Branswaite at Everton was supposed to get a game. There's Colwell at Chelsea. Lewis Dunk's come in. You've got Enzo Konza, who's played. Who is... I mean, if John Stones is injured, can you imagine if he's got no John Stones?
Yeah.
That's a double headache for him. So I think that's the area for sure that if anything crops up, then where does he go? What way does he go against better teams than Belgium?
And the thing is, even against Brazil, though, when he had Stones and Maguire, which we think is going to be the pairing, the same as today, Belgium on the break were the same as Brazil on the break. You know, they looked, every time they got at them, they looked as though they were going to create. And we showed a couple of them, and one of them was a horrible finish, and one was a great finish from Tielemans from that ball from Lukaku. So, regardless, it seems, of what's at the back, their biggest problem isn't possessing the ball, isn't getting people forward. That back line up against anybody right now looks vulnerable.
Whatever way you butter this up, it's not been a good couple of games for England.
Right.
No.
At home, both times, but playing strong teams, and got beaten pretty easily in the end by Brazil. Could have been worse, as we talked about at the weekend. And you look at this Belgium side now. I know they've got one or two missing, but it's starting to unravel for them, isn't it? I mean, I can't see them doing anything at the Euros, to be honest. And this kind of period for them is well and truly over. I've been able to go in with the big boys. So when you put that into context, the two home games and the fact they're relying on a injury time equaliser, it's not been a particularly good couple of games for Southgate, to be honest.
That's the whole reason that you play somebody like Braithwaite and Menu against a team that you know you're probably going to have more of the possession of the ball. It's the ideal time. Then you can see what the guy's doing behind the ball. Does he go to sleep? Does he concentrate? All of these things you can learn watching Braithwaite that you should already know about Dunk. So it made no sense to play Dunk. Or certainly it made no sense not to play Braithwaite. Let me put it that way.
Not good, though, for Guardiola, Jules.
No, not good. I mean, again, we need to wait and see with Stones, with Walker, because he looked like a muscular injury, like an hamstring, as we said on Saturday night. I can't see how he can play on Sunday. I don't think it's possible for Walker. For Stones, coming off so early in the game, maybe it was just precautionary and maybe there's a chance, but even if it's a groin and it's just pulling a little bit, again, the game is on Sunday. There's like 5 days now. I can't see Stones and Walker playing. So you go Diaz, Akanji, Ake, and then maybe Rico Lewis, or you stick to a back three and then maybe strengthen the midfield. I don't know, but I think all the managers obviously were looking at this international break at the wrong time of the season. You've got Champions League coming back the week after too. And I think all they wanted was just, please, no injury, please don't play my players too much. And for Pep, in 2 games, in the first 20 minutes of each game, he loses one key player.
Just a gut feeling that if Kane wasn't available, I think he would go with Ivan Toney.
Right.
But that's just how I'm thinking about it. I think I could easily see it going the other way.
Is there any chance that maybe it could be neither, in the sense that you could have Foden through the centre or Bellingham through the centre to give you, say, a Maddison to come on as well?
I don't think so. It doesn't. It seems out the realms of Gareth Southgate's thinking, quite honestly.
So which way do you think he'll go?
I'm with Craig. I thought before the Brazil game, I thought Watkins was absolutely ahead of Tony. But having watched both games, I think Watkins is a better all-round footballer. But I would rather probably play against him than play against Tony. So for that reason, I'm going to go Tony, which I wouldn't have said if you'd asked me before the Brazil game.
Jules, we're seeing this odds. After what we've seen from these last couple of games, I don't think many are jumping on 3-1 for England to go on and win the tournament.
No, but again, this is March. I think a lot of the players have heavy schedules coming. They just come out of heavy schedules as well. We saw for every country 5 changes, 7 changes, 9 changes. I mean, I think only Germany kept the same team from one game to another and 2 wins for them. Great for Nagelsmann, but everybody else changed really. So it's maybe difficult. I don't think we should judge too much on what we saw in the last 7 days or so in the last 2 games. However, are they really that strong favourite? I don't think so. We've said it before. I think the French are slightly above them. I think Germany are not far behind. Belgium, Portugal, who lost tonight in Slovenia. Spain, I'm not too sure either. But France and England, for me, are the top 2 favourites. So yeah, I think, I'm going to say again, for me the issue is Southgate. But if Southgate doesn't do anything silly, they have the players and the talent. Even if defensively we're not really sure, it's a bit wonky at times, I get that. But I still think going forward they have such an incredible squad that of course they can win it. So strong favourite, maybe not, but certainly amongst the top 2 favourites, they have to be.
Got an easy route again.
Well, it's a nice group, isn't it? Yeah.
It's quite a nice group.
Yeah, it's
which,
not bad.
you know,
that's what you get for being...
that's what happens, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what, isn't it?
Just flat trap, bully everybody and qualifying, and then you get the 3rd big tournament in a row. You get an easy pathway.